and two friends decided to go out to eat. We didn't make it there. The driver was speeding, went around a bend. There was a little hill in the bend. He flew over the bend, lost control, and we hit a tree. I was wearing my seatbelt. My friend behind me was not. So it was an old Camaro, so she flew forward at, they said 70, 80 miles an hour and crashed into my seat, which sent me in the dashboard. From there, they had to use the jaws of life to get me out of the Camaro, and they medevaced me to the hospital. I went to one of the top-notch trauma hospitals on the East Coast for trauma, and I stayed there for 3 months. So the injuries that I sustained, I had a major brain trauma, fractured my skull, I broke the whole entire right side of my face, I broke my R-bit, so I have metal here in my face. I broke my jaw here, I broke it in half, and I broke the palate, so my teeth were flapped in my mouth, they didn't think I had any teeth. I tore my rotator cuff, so I had pins in my arm. I fractured fractured a vertebrae and shattered two, so I had to take a piece from my hip and put it in its place, and I have rods and fusion in my lumbar part of my spine. I had a lung contusion, bruised lungs, and I fractured vertebrae. I fractured ribs. That's it. Well, I was super athletic before. I played basketball and I ran track. So that changes your life, right? I had to learn how to walk again. I had to learn how to talk again. I had to learn how to do life all over again. So coming from somebody who's super athletic to somebody who now is in a back brace for 6 months, can't walk, can't do the things that I used to do, and you're 16, and then you're in pain every day. You're in pain every single day of your life. For a while, when I was in my back brace, I couldn't sit up. So I had to lay down on the ground to get dressed. When you're 16, you're literally like a little worm trying to wiggle in your clothes and trying to take a shower and things like that. It messes with your mental like a lot. And there were many times growing up that I was very depressed, very anxious, and very suicidal. Well, in June, I guess with the mixture of the pandemic and just normal life and just being sick and tired of being overweight, in pain, and just not living life the way I wanted to, I got to a really dark place, and I took a trip to New Jersey, that's where I'm from, and I would drive around at night because I wanted to kill myself. And I was like, if I could just find another trip, if I could just find another way to just end it all right now, I would be fine. It would be fine. Everything would be fine. My family would be fine. They would find somebody else. I'm replaceable. And I did that probably for a week. And I would just drive around at night and I would just cry and I would just sob. And I wish that God had just taken me during that car accident. And I didn't think that I could do it. I didn't think that I could fix myself. I didn't think that I could be better and do better. So, but then I came to a fork in the road, and I said, all right, you have two choices. You can either live and live right and live all the way, or you can just end it right now. And I have kids and a family and a husband, and I just was like, you really can't. You can't. And I kept on seeing my 5-year-old's face in my mind, and he kept on flashing, and his voice kept on flashing in my mind, and I was like, you can't do this. I grew up without a dad. He died when I was little, so I was like, you can't do this to your son. So I said, all right, we're gonna live, and we're gonna live it right. And then I just made a decision in my mind that this is what I'm gonna do. And I just, from June till now, life has been way different. Well, I decided that, all right, I want to learn to love myself. That's the first step, right? It's the first step in healing and being better, which I never learned how to do as a kid. I never learned what that looked like. What does self-love look like? What is that? What does value look like? What does worth look like? I didn't know what all that meant. So I had to figure out what that meant. And I thought, a good place to start would be to eat healthy. And a good place to start would be to be physically active. So those are two things that together I wanted to do. And I didn't like the way I looked. And I can't complain about something if you're not going to do anything about it to change it. so that's when I hired my coach, and worked together. And I knew I was a pain in the butt for a long time, but this time was different than any of the times that I had you, because I knew in my mind that this was it. I was going to do it this time, and I was going to be consistent. So I went on a 32-day juice fast, and I wanted to cleanse my body of all the garbage that I had put in it before. And then at the same time, we worked from the bottom up, and from the ground up, I should say, rolling on the floor and doing simple things. But from there, I cut out flour, I cut out sugar, and I cut out a lot of dairy. And from then until now, today, I've lost almost 60 pounds, and physically way stronger than I was. Because I needed something else. I needed goals. I needed to be challenged more. And you presented me with the A-12. And at first, I was not really sure whether I really wanted to do it. I was like, eh. And then I was like, well, I trust you, Dave. And I was like, you wouldn't come to me with a proposition or something for me to do if you didn't think I was capable of doing it. I believe that you believe in people even before they believe in themselves. So I was like, okay, let's do this. So this whole program, I think, has, yes, 100% physically helped me become so much stronger. It has helped my body composition, obviously, way different. I feel better. I can feel like I can pick up heavy stuff and put heavy things down. But I think mentally and emotionally, it has challenged me to come in every single day, no matter what life is like, and you come to the bar and you give it your all. When it says that you have 185 overhead presses to do, for me, I'm super competitive. So I come to that bar and I'm like, in 15 minutes, I'm gonna rock out and I'm gonna kill this as best as I can. And and then you have a team with you. And I think that's also been insanely helpful, is you have a team with you of, for me, it was 3 other girls and yourself, that everybody has their stuff, man. Everybody has been through some crazy things within this 12-week program, that it's so encouraging and motivating to know that I'm coming in here with my stuff, they're coming in there with their stuff, but we're encouraging each other and motivating each other to keep on pushing and to, come on, you got it, girl, one more rep. Come on, don't give up. And then having you there, just solidifying it and letting us just be. And some days I've sat in the corner and I've literally laid on the floor and cried. And I know that my family is in here and they're gonna look out for me, and they're gonna watch me, and they're gonna help me. And then when I'm ready, I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's rock this thing. So it's helped me believe in myself that I'm strong. And I'm strong because I'm strong. Just because I'm strong. Not for any other reason. I'm strong because I'm Niki, and that I can do all the things that I put my mind to. I don't have to limit myself. I can continue to push. And it's made me dig so far deep into my soul on some days when I felt like, no, this is not happening. I'm just not. There's no more. Nope, there is one more rep. You can still do it. And even if you don't get it all the way up, even if it's not even a complete rep, you still bust your butt and you still do it. So I think this program has challenged me mentally, emotionally, and physically. But more mentally than anything, it's really made me believe in my capabilities and what I can do as far as physically. But mentally, I can feel like I can conquer so many different things now that, and it's because of the program. It's really not because of anything else. It's because of the program that has challenged me physically, but it's made me come in and just, I don't know how to explain it. Well, physically, yesterday, I maxed out at 225 for my deadlift, and I could have done more, but my coach said no. And I originally started with 135 pounds, so I went up almost 100 pounds in, I guess that was probably 13 weeks, which I was pretty proud of myself. I couldn't really believe that I kept on telling myself, I can't do this 205. I don't think I'm gonna do this. Because I listened to myself in the videos and I was like, oh, I don't think I can do this. And then I did this, and then we added more weight, and then we added more weight. And I was like, wow, don't underestimate yourself. You're pretty freaking strong. And then, and I'm happier. I feel like I'm a happier person. I feel like I can walk around and I can be proud way I look, and I'm proud of the person that I am, and I'm just proud of myself, which is hard for me to say because I never want to. I want to be humble about where I am, you know, and I can look in the mirror and I'm happy with. So I still have for what I want. I have a lot more to go as far as my body composition and what I want out of that. But I know that takes time, and I know that's going to take more effort and more nutrition and things like that. But I can look in the mirror most days and I can be proud of the way I look and be proud of the woman that I am and the woman that I'm becoming. So I think that's definitely where I am now. 180%. It is worth all the monies. Hands down. I mean, I know that it's a good grip for some people, a good grip of cash, but for me, it was worth everything. I would pay more for this program because not to tell Paul to charge more, but I would literally pay. I would pay for it again and again and again. And also the nutrition part is another thing that challenges you because it's pretty challenging as well. But I 100% would recommend this for anybody willing to want to change in their mental, not even just physical. If they want to challenge themselves mentally and they want to learn to become to a better place within themselves and learn to really just love themselves and realize that they have so much within themselves that they can do. But if you want a physical change as well, if you're already there mentally, it's 100%. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. You can't lie from the pictures. You can't lie from the way people look. If they're following the regimen and what Paul has said to do, hands down, you're going to get crazy progress in this. Get off your butt and do the program. Find the money and be good to yourself and know that you're worth every single penny that this is, but it's going to take work. And you can't just sit on your hands and twiddle your thumbs. This is work. This program is some work. And it's going to make you hate some days and going to make you want to give up, but do the work. Because after the 12 weeks is over, the reward is how you feel mentally, physically, and emotionally. Get off your rear end and get to work.